Hello students, now coming to the next program. It is a knapsack 01 problem using dynamic programming method 6A. Program number 6A it is. Okay, students, now the knapsack 01 problem, the name itself tells you that here we are not going to consider the fractions. The name itself tells you here we are not going to consider the fractions 0 or 1. The item should be included fully or not at all. So that is why the name 0 or 1. Now going to the problem, similar way like your knapsack greedy method, here the problem will be given with profit and weight as well as the bag capacity. Now here the main thing is, here you have to construct a table. So here the table here, all these items, whatever here, these items, all will be empty. That is, this particular row, see I have highlighted, okay, this particular row, this particular row, this particular row, this row, and this row, all will be empty. There will be no items at all. Next, this column, see where I have placed the 1, 2, 3. The third column, this column will be empty. Similar way, from this column, all the other columns which comes will be empty. So now I am going to fill only the data. What I have got is the profit and weight. Okay, the profit and weight. These are the item numbers. So always remember, we should have one extra row and one extra column with 0. See, observe carefully. The problem is given. I have taken we have this full table is, you have to construct it. This table will not be given to you. This full table you need to construct it. So this problem is given. You have to write down the weight, profit of each item. The profit of each item is given 1, 2, 5, 6. The weight of each item is given 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, next thing what you should need to do is start the item numbers. The item numbers are given as column. See, items bar bag capacity. This is called as bag capacity. Okay, this is called as bag capacity, and the column here is represents the item numbers. So we start with 0 item and we start with 0 bag capacity. Okay, when either, now the first thing you should remember in the code is when either this is taken as I, the bag capacity is taken as J. Remember the item numbers: 0 item, first item, second item, third item, fourth item. When the bag capacity is 0, bag capacity is 1, bag capacity is 2, bag capacity is 3, bag capacity is 4, bag capacity is 5, 6. Here it should come as bag capacity as 7. Okay, bag capacity as 7. Since it is a PDF file, I'm not able to change it. Just bag capacity as 7 here, and here it is 8. Okay, get it? You take this as 7, 6, 7, 8. Okay, then going further into the problem, when your I value is 0 and your J value, let it be any value. When your I value is 0 or J value is 0, that particular row and column is 0. See here, your I value is 0. So irrespective of your J value, all the values are 0 here. When your J value is 0, see here, J value is 0, irrespective of your I value, the full column is taken as 0. Okay, so you fill it all with zeros. Now let us proceed to the next step. Now always take the bag capacity into consideration. Here the bag capacity is 1. See, I placed the cursor here. The bag capacity is 1. When the bag capacity is 1, can you add a item with weight 2? Listen here, when the back capacity is 1, can you add an item with weight 2? 2 is greater than 1. The weight of the item is greater than back capacity. So you cannot add. So I have taken it as 0. So I have taken it as 0. Next. The back capacity is 2. The weight of the first item is 2. So I can add this item. So what is the profit? 1. So I have added that profit here. Next, the back capacity is 3. Now also I am in this first row represents only item number 1. So I cannot take any other choices. I cannot take item 2, item 3, item 4. But when I'm in third row, I can make a choice of item 1, item 2 also. So for now time being, I'm in row item number 1, and now the back capacity is 3. But even though the back capacity is more, see here the back capacity is 4, back capacity is 5, 6, 7, 8. But all the boxes have value 1 only, because I have only one item, that is, and the profit of that item is 1. So I've added all 1. Now going to the next row, the back capacity is 1 here. So I cannot add any item. The back capacity is 2 here. So now I can make a choice with 2 items, that is item number 1 and item number 2, which is having more profit. I can select them. Okay. So now the back capacity is 2 here. The back capacity is 2 here. Now, but cannot add item number 2 because its weight is more than back capacity. So I can add item number 1. So I have taken item number 1, profit as 1. So I have taken it. Now the back capacity is 3 here. The back capacity is 3. When the back capacity is 3, I can make a choice out of item number 1 and item number 2. Item number 1, profit is 1. So item number 2, profit is 2. So when the back capacity is 3, I'll go for an item with maximum profit. So I'll take this item, the second item. Similar way, when the back capacity is 4, I keep it 2 only. And when the back capacity is 5, I can add both the items. That is item 1 and item 2. Item 1 weight is 2, item 2 weight is 3. So 3 plus 2, the answer comes out to be 5. So weight is 5. So weight is 5. So since the weight is 5, I can accommodate both these items. So the profit of both the items is 3. So I added 3. After that, when the back capacity is 6, also I can add both the items. So I keep the values as 3, 3 and 3. Coming to the next row, when the back capacity is 1, no items could be added. When the back capacity is 2, only the first item could be added. When the back capacity is 4, I am left out with 3 choices. Now see here, the back capacity is 4. I can add item number 1 or item number 2 or item number 3 or a combination of 2 and 1, combination of 2 and 3, combination of 3 and 1, combination of all the 3 also. But one thing I should keep in mind, not to exceed the back capacity. So back capacity is 4. So when I cannot combine any items. So but I can add item number 1 or 2 or 3. But I'm going to add item number 3 because it is having highest profit, 5. So I added that item. Next, when the back capacity is 5, again I cannot combine any item. So I keep the value as 5 only. When the back capacity is 6, so I can go for a combination of these 2 items, that is 1 and 3. So the weight comes out to be 4 plus 2, that is 6. The profit comes out to be 5 plus 1, that is 6. When the back capacity is 7, when the back capacity is 7, then also I can go for combination of items. So I can combine these 2 items, that is 3 and 2. When I combine 3 and 2, the weight comes out to be 4 plus 3, 7. Profit comes out to be 5 plus 2, 7 again. And when the weight of the item is 8, and when the back capacity is 8, again I can go for any combination of items. But no other combination will give a profit more than 7, so I retain that value as it is. Now coming to the last row. The last row, the change is only here all the other values remain same, follow the same method, all the other values remain same. How did I get 8 here is, when the bag capacity is 8, then I can go for a combination of item number 4 and item number 2. The weight is 3 plus 5, that is 8, and the profit is 6 plus 2, that is also 8. So that is how I got value 8. All other values remains the same. Now I have calculated the table. Now I want to check which item is being selected, which item is being added into the bag. Now for that, I'll explain. Observe carefully. Start from the highest last box, that is last row and last column, that is 8. See the above, just above 8, what is there? 7. So both the values are different. 7 and 8 is different. So I can add that item. I can add item number 4. That is why I have highlighted with yellow color. That is why I have highlighted with yellow color, because I am adding item 4. Because 8 is not equal to 7. 8 is not equal to 7. 8 is not equal to 7. So I am adding that this 8 has come from, especially from this row. So I am adding that item. So I have highlighted 4th item I am adding. Next, after adding, I move one row above and subtract the, or you can say like this also, move one row above and move from here, count total weight of the item being added. Now which item you are adding? Item number 4 you are adding. What is the weight of that item? 5. So from here count 5. 1 from here, leave this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just observe again. After I added this item, I have to move one row above. After moving one row above, from here the item added is 4th item. What is the weight of that item? 5. So count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then what you do here, see the value here, 2. See the value just above that. It is also 2. So this 2 has not especially come from this particular row, because above also there is 2. So don't add this item. So don't add this item. So move one step above. After moving one step above, see what is the value here? 2, 2. And what is the value just above that? 1. So this value 2 has especially come from this particular row. So include this item. Item number 2 is being included. Next, move one step above. After moving one step above, I am here. Now the item 2 is being added. The weight of that item is 3. The weight of that item is 3. So from here count 3. 1, 2, 3. So I am in this box. I'm in this box. See the above item what is being added. So it is also having 0. So this 0 is not from this particular row. So I'm not including this item. Okay, then move above. When I move above, we are coming to a end. Okay, so this is the items added are item number 2 and item number 4. So the total weight is 8 and the profit also is 8. Now here one thing now I am going to explain the code of this program. One thing you should observe, what you should observe carefully is, when the weight of the item, observe carefully, you will come across in code. When I am explaining code, you will come across this. When the weight of the item is greater than the bag capacity, then retain the previous row's value only. Previous row value only you retain as it is. When the weight of the item is greater than the bag capacity, retain the previous row's value only. Suppose you can see here. Now here you see why have retained 5 here. How 5 here? See what is the bag capacity here? 4. So 4. The item with weight 4 is having a profit of 5. So now no other combination will give me higher profit. So I am retaining the previous value 5. This 5 is nothing but I am retaining the previous value 5. But why did I change it to 6 here? Now the back capacity is 5. The item with highest profit is 6 and its weight is 5. So I have changed it to 6. Okay. So when the weight of the item here can I add 6? Just I'm asking you a question. Can I add 6 here? No, because the weight of the last item is greater than the back capacity, that is 4. So I'm retaining the previous value. Okay. So that thing I'll be highlighting in the code. Now I'll go for the code. Now this is the code which I need to explain for dynamic programming problem. So see the code once. So this is the code which I am going to explain now. Now in this code we are having a member function class knapsack dynamic programming and a member function called as solve. It is going to take weight, value, m and n. So n is the total number of items, m is the back capacity, value is the profit and weight. Now if you see here, I am having a 2-dimensional array called as solution, where I also in the previous step I explained a 2-dimension matrix. So here I am having a 2-dimension matrix. Now here what I am going to do is in this 2-dimensional array, I'm going to fill up the items. Now it's a matrix. Now previously I explained a matrix, no, like that solution is a 2-dimension matrix. Now I'm going to fill that matrix. So I have 2 for loop. One is I and one more is j. Okay, so one is I and one more is j. So I represents your item value and j represents your back capacity. So I represents your item number and j represents your back capacity. So when both I or j is 0, as I told you, fill all the rows and column with 0. So just now before I told you, when your I value or j value is 0, when your I value or j value is 0, fill all that particular row and column by 0. Okay, that is done by this statement. When your I value or j value is 0, fill all the row and column by 0. Okay, next. Otherwise, if the weight of the item is greater than the back capacity, what you need to do? If the weight of the item is greater than the back capacity, see, if the weight of the item you selected is greater than the back capacity, what you need to do is retain the previous row's value only. See, I means the next row, I minus 1 means the previous row. So if the weight of the item is greater than the back capacity, in the matrix, retain the previous row's value only. So I means the next row, I minus 1 means the previous row. Otherwise, you calculate the value by having this formula. This formula is what we derived for knapsack dynamic programming method. If this condition fails and this condition fails, then your matrix will have the answer which is calculated from this formula. Okay. This is a standard formula which we are using for calculating knapsack dynamic programming method. Now, the maximum profit you are printing here, which we got as 8. Now, next step is this particular part of the code from here to here tells which item is being selected. Which item is being selected. Now I thought item number 4 and item number 2 are selected. I thought how did I teach you? Just think, how did I teach you? So go to the last row and last column. Which is the last row? When you take item as n, that is the last row. And when you take the back capacity as 8, see j is equal to m. When you take the back capacity as 8, that is the last column. So what number was there? The number was 8. That is the highest profit. So I value is n, j value is 1. That is the last rightmost bottom corner of your matrix. The value you had was 8. Now I told you compare that 8. See here, comparison is happening. Compare that 8 with the previous row. Suppose it is not same, then select that item. So the item selected, item is being selected. I told you compare the 8 value with the previous rows, with the previous row value. Compare the 8th item with the previous row value. Suppose it is not same, then suppose it is not same, then that 8 is come from that particular row. So select that item. So then what you should do, I told move above one row. What is this procedure? What is this step I'll tell you? Move one row above, and I moved left hand side by counting the weight of the included item. If you see the previous, in this video only, if you see a previous step in the matrix, I moved one row above and then moved left hand side by the number of times, that is the weight of the included item. So here I subtract from J. J means the number of columns. From J I subtract the weight of the item that is being included. So it is the same way like I move left hand side. After moving left hand side, I move one row above. I minus minus means I move one row above. Then I keep on repeating this process till I reach the value of I is 0 and j is 0. Once the value of I is 0 and j is 0, then I stopped it. In the matrix also you saw when the value of I is 0 and j was 0, I stopped it. So this process is repeated till the value of I is 0 and j is 0. Then the selected items, then in this matrix 2 items we selected, that is item number 4 and item number 2. Those selected items are being printed here. If the value of the selected item is 1, those items are being printed here. Okay, that is what is this code. Next, the main program. In the main program, you have a array for holding the weight, array for holding the profit, a variable for holding the number of elements. Then you take the input weight here and you take the input profit here. Then you tell them to enter the knapsack weight. Then you call the member function solve. Where is the solve member function? It is here. Solve member function is here. Once you call this, so here this part of the code fills the table. Okay, fills the matrix. Afterwards, this particular part of the code tells you which item is being selected. So as I told you, for our problem, item number 4 and item number 2 is being selected, and this part prints the selected item. Okay, that's all is the code. Now I will show you the execution of this program. So 4 items. The weight of the each item is, I'll just see it. The weight of the each item is 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, 6. Back capacity is 8. So as you can see, the item selected is 2 and 4. The maximum profit is 8. It is the same as like how I explained in the matrix. So this is the output of the program. So thank you, students.